I've got something very special for you. We're finding the signal, and it's very strong right now. I have somebody very special.
Hi there. My voice is gone because can you tell?
Yeah.
My voice already gone because I've been emceeing the whole day.
Yeah.
My name is Cindy, but I'm known as Msindos.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm one of the members, the people that started what you see here.
Wow.
We are called UKSAAV because UK South African Choir. So we're trying to put South Africans together because usually people have been doing our things. So we decided that it's time that as South Africans, we do things for South Africans. That is why we're here today. As you know, it's celebration of June 16th. So here we are.
What does this actually mean to do this in the UK? What does it mean?
Do you know what? It's been our dream for a very long time because as South Africans, we've been here for quite a long time. It was difficult to put South Africans together, but for now to see that we have a lot of South Africans and we can actually teach our youth what happened back in 1976. So it's good to see young people coming here and understanding what this day means. So going through apartheid all our lives. And then the worst thing was that they wanted to teach us everything in Afrikaans. I'm saying us as if I was there. I wasn't. So they wanted to teach students everything in Afrikaans. So can you imagine? Afrikaans was our third language. It's Zulu, Xhosa, whatever language you speak, your native language. Then it was English, but they wanted Afrikaans to be taught in schools. So the students, they said, you know what? Not today. We're sick and tired. We're not our ancestors. We're going to change this. So a lot of people died, but fortunately there was a cameraman from England who came. I don't know how he knew what was happening, but he took that special picture that everybody knows of Peterson holding a dead body because that was the time. That is when the world saw what was happening in South Africa. So when you see that picture, it reminds us of 1976.
Oh, wow, amazing. Thank you so much for explaining that. I mean, I think this just kind of sums everything up and also explains your outfit.
Oh my God. Of course, as we're celebrating that because there were students, most students in South Africa, they wear black and white.
Correct.
So right now, we don't have a uniform because we're old enough now. But I thought, you know what? Let me just get black and white and then just put a tie just to say, here, we remember you guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So beautifully said, so eloquently said. Thank you so much, Lucinda.
Thank you, guys.
We love you here. Hopefully, we're going to have a full session with you on that podcast.
I would
love to.
I would love that. Actually, I'm actually planning a Southern African gala.
We have found a signal with one of the event organizers. We're right here in the UK, in London, commemorating the Youth Day. Yes. 16 June. And please, I want you to introduce yourself to the people so that they know who is this awesome person behind this entire shindig. I mean, it's an amazing, guys, it's mind-blowing, by the way. She's an incredible woman. Please.
Oh gosh, oh my goodness, I don't know what to say. You know, when you get praises like this, everybody like praises, but boy. Anyway, it's you know, it's something that has been in my mind for a long time, to see South Africans with other nations, join together celebrating such, more celebrated days in our history, So it's been hard because you know how UK is. And when you think of it, it's not going to be possible.
Yeah.
But, with the courage.
Wow.
Courage.
Yeah.
When you have that, something in you that, I want to do something for the community.
Yeah.
What can I do? What can I put in?
Yes.
And we thought, let's start doing celebrating our. So I sat down with my peers, my team.
Yes.
Say, guys, this is the idea. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
As South Africans. So basically, we are artists, South African artists in the UK, and we joined together to put us together first.
Wow.
Because what we lack as South Africans is unity and love.
Wow.
And it's true. We lack unity and love. And if we don't have that, how are we going to connect?
Right.
So we're scattered.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then it's been happening for years. And I thought, no, right. As artists, we are artists. But one is doing that, they're doing whatever they want. As South Africans, as our South African artists in the UK come together, that's powerful, right?
Absolutely.
Imagine joyous celebration.
Wow. Wow.
It can happen.
Absolutely.
And that's where we're going.
That's
You're going to
it.
have something like that in the UK.
Wow.
That can only happen with what? Unity.
Absolutely.
And love.
Come
Even
together.
our national anthem says it. It said, what does it say?
Come together. Sounds the call to come
Together.
together.
We shall stand.
Absolutely.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So, and that's what came in my mind. I'm like, no. No, it's not gonna happen. South Africans, all the negatives you will get. You will approach the people and you get that negative. But when you know
Yes.
what is inside you, it will give birth.
That's
It will
it.
give, and it has given birth. This is just the beginning, guys.
Wow.
Come on.
Yes.
My name is Lesego, aka Les.
Yeah.
Used to live in London for quite some time, but I'm now based in Kent.
Okay.
Came here 2002,
Yeah.
and this is my sister.
Oh, is this your sister?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is your name?
I'm Dumi.
Dumi.
Melo,
Okay.
and yeah.
Did you guys come together at the same time here?
Yeah.
What,
I
you-
was 16, she was 10,
Oh.
unaccompanied.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys still looking young anyway, so it's like I'm still talking to youth. Now I'm gonna ask you, June 16, Youth Day celebration. What does it mean to you?
Well, to me, basically, it's just awareness about Hector Christensen, who actually, through just a protest of not wanting for us to study all the subjects in Afrikaans,
yes.
just like died for us. So to be fair,
Yeah.
it's more of a remembrance
Yes.
for him, so commemorating.
Yeah,
him.
showing that appreciation as well.
Yeah.
Now on you, my sister, what does it actually mean to you, June 16?
I think I'll add on to what Suko was saying. It's
Yes.
about remembering the people that made all those sacrifices for us,
Yes.
and just understanding that us being able to study English, maths in
Yeah.
English, or geography in English,
Yeah.
we mustn't take that for granted because people died for
Yeah.
those things. So
Now, I'm going to ask you, do you find it easy or do you find it hard to explain to kids? Because some of us are growing now, we're having kids, to having to explain about June 16 to them, because to them, it doesn't make sense. Maybe some of them have not been to South Africa, and here we are, they were born here, now we're celebrating June 16. Does it even make sense to them?
You know what? It is a little bit hard just, to explain to them. But I think if you sit down, if they have the time, and you sit down with them and tell them the whole reason as to when it happened, like in 1976, like the youth, basically, they were gonna march to Orlando Stadium, and on the way to Orlando Stadium, then they got shot.
They got shot by the police.
At Orlando West. So, and well, most of the people were shot by rubber bullets, but then unfortunately there was this one person that used a real bullet for Hector Peterson. And that's why then Hector Peterson, it seems like, everyone was zabalazing, but then why him? But so you can explain to them, it's maybe through dinner. So fortunately with me, my dad, who's in South Africa, had to explain to my daughter, who's 14 years old, like in detail today. She was like, Happy Father's Day, Mkulu, how are you? And just like, oh, is it Father's Day? Yeah, but then it's also
June 16, Youth Day,
He was like, oh, you guys need to tell them about June 16. We said, no, Papa, you explain
to them.
And
so it's also our duty as parents and guardians to actually pass on that message, because if we don't do that, then it just gets lost throughout all the generations. So we have to have these uncomfortable conversations, because it's not nice to talk about kids being shot and all those things, but they're important conversations to have, because otherwise we don't know why and the significance of why this day is so important. It's not just about fun times and youth, but people died,
Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Fox and I'm the last born daughter of my grandmother. Today I'm going to be speaking about the youth, and I have written a speech that I will read to you, to everyone here. Good evening, esteemed parents. I am honoured to speak with you about an important issue. Growing up in the UK with South African parents, I've experienced unique challenges and cultural dynamics. Strict upbringing teaches strong values and discipline, but also brings pressure and fear of disappointing our parents. In the UK, balancing our heritage with different societal norms can be challenging. Parents fear negative external influences, so we must encourage children to express themselves without the fear of judgment, help them balance their South African heritage with their British environment, and surround them with positive influences from both cultures. Mental health is crucial, and strict parenting can worsen issues like depression and anxiety. To support mental health, educate yourselves and your children about it. Create a supportive environment where children feel safe to share their struggles, and build a community network for shared experiences and support. Misunderstood use may turn to negative behavior, such as gang violence and such. So, provide positive channels for their energy through education and activities, and understand pressures to provide a safe, supportive home environment. As South African parents in the UK, your role is vital. By fostering communication, understanding challenges, and providing support, you can help your children thrive while honouring their heritage. Let's work together to ensure our youth grow up as well-rounded, confident South African individuals. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on Finding the Signal. I've been following the YouTube channel for so long. I've been looking forward to be on it.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm so honored to be part of the channel, yeah.
We're honored to
And
have you.
my name is Fiso Vilagazi.
Yeah, bro.
And most precisely, I'm known as being a goalkeeper for Team South Africa in the UK.
Oh my
I've known him
gosh.
DK because of the Team South Africa in the UK.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a good team. So
Yes, you guys do play together for
Yeah,
South Africa.
South Africa team, yeah.
That's amazing. And I've seen you on the pitch
Really?
doing your thing.
No way. They're really good.
I
Oh,
was.
okay.
I was
Okay.
there. I
Oh,
did.
really?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
When we lost, the last game we lost.
Kidsbrook. Oh, the one in Kidsbrook.
competition.
Oh, the
Correct.
Copa America. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. What does this day really mean to you?
June 16.
June 16, yes.
This means something very spiritual, significant. Because these are the day like a lot of youth people that went out there to protest.
Yeah.
You know, putting themselves out there and just died for that, just people in general. You get me?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
them just putting themselves out there, it just shows how brave and courageous they are.
Yeah.
So it's just unfortunate that some people lost their lives.
Yeah. Now, what do you think is symbolic about doing this in the UK? Because we're not at home.
I think it's just to remind you of who you are in
Yeah.
the UK, because you know sometimes it's just easy for people to come from Africa, South Africa in general, come here UK, they forget who they are, where they come from. But having such events where we can gather, it's just basically to remind ourselves who we are as individuals,
That's
like South
right.
Africans specifically, because this today is just so deep, especially for us youth, because I'm 21.
Of
Just
course,
to
yes.
just to say, be precisely.
Absolutely, yes.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hailey. Happy birthday to you.
Where did it start? Why have you made this? Where was the birthplace of creating this event today?
It was actually, you know, when I look deep of like, there's lots of us in this country. And this day, it's celebrated at home. We know what happened in 1976. The children of South Africa were shot dead because they were striking for the June 16. They didn't want to speak a foreign language, you know what I mean? And I only to find that it happens that they protested.
That's right.
And most of the children were shot dead. So me and my other sister, Dr. Queen, we sit down and doubt, you know, there's lots of us in here. Why can't we create these days and come and you know, and I can't say celebrate it, but embrace it.
Embracing it.
Embracing it, because it's actually a public holiday. It's homeless, yeah.
That's right.
So therefore, there's lots of us here. Why can't we do the same? Mind that. Now, because this is the first one, the second one, why can't we do it in the O2, guys? What's wrong with that? There's lots of us.
Wow.
This is a day that we need to celebrate it, to embrace it, because
That's right.
it's one of the biggest day that is, you know, it means a lot to us.
Wow.
Yeah, so, you know, we said, you know, we're going to do this again next year, and it will go bigger than this.
Oh,
this is
wow.
our first one, and
Yes.
we just give God the glory.
Amen.
Because He begins with us,
Amen.
and He's going to continue again with us.
Amen. Amen. Now, because the youth that are growing up here, that are of South African descendants, how important is it for them to understand the context of this day? Could you like give us a brief summary of the context of this day?
I will tell you, in this day and age, lovely, it is very important, because we have to, first of all, we know where we come from.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
We know our rules and our, you know, we have to keep up.
Right.
Though we're not home, we still have to look where we come from, right? So if we don't teach our own,
Yes.
we don't show them where we come from, how would they know the reality of South Africa?
Right.
Yes,
Right.
I will encourage the parents, actually, to be honest, let them allow the what you call it, the Cry Freedom film.
Wow.
Yeah, allow parents. I'm saying this. Allow your children to watch Cry Freedom.
Wow.
allow your children to watch anything to do with the struggle of South Africa, because that way they will understand and they will know who they are.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, we still need to teach them who they are. Yes.
That's right. Our history. We could also maybe do gatherings like today, June 16 youth celebration. So it shouldn't be just something that we do only just at June 16, but we could also maybe get them aware of our culture.
Can you give a round of applause to them? What's your name? Okay, what this secretary is saying basically is, what we can do is to teach our children about our values and standards. All right? Yes. And teach them about the social issues that we face, and then what that does, then it prepares them for future challenges. It's as simple as that, guys. But now, are we teaching our children about values and standards and our culture and our language? Are we doing that, guys? Yes. So are we doing it? We are doing it.
But I want you to introduce yourself to the people.
Okay, my name is Noai Koops.
Yeah.
Nwabisa Makobela.
Okay. AKA? What's your AKA?
AKA Noai.
Noai. All right. It's good. I remember the last time I saw you was at Wales.
Yes.
That's been ages, yo.
I know. I mean, time flies.
Yes.
And I love the fact that we always come together as South African,
Yeah.
you know, to celebrate and good vibes.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Yes.
And keep supporting.
That's dope.
And showing up.
Yeah. Now, today, June 16, Youth Day celebration. What does it mean? What's going on? Can you explain it to me? What does it mean to you?
So basically, to me, as a South African,
Yeah.
and having been very much involved, especially with SRC when I was really young,
Yes.
you know what I mean? A girl has done things at
Yeah.
home. It means celebrating the youth and remembering what happened.
Yeah.
You know, we're not saying we want to be negative or anything, because sometimes some people think that when you are celebrating or doing these things,
Yeah.
you are stuck in the past.
Yeah.
No, it's just like teaching our young. I've got one who just literally turned 16
Yes.
not long ago.
Yeah.
And so I did bring him with me today.
Okay.
And I do try and teach him what does that mean and to a South African. And my mom was a teenager,
Yes.
76.
During that time, yeah.
During
I
that
could
time,
imagine.
she could have been one of those kids who were shot
Yeah.
and fighting, you know, what was happening in the system in South Africa at the moment,
Yeah.
at that moment.
Yeah.
So what that means to me is that we have to keep teaching the youth
Yeah.
our culture and also the fact that we're in a different country.
Yeah.
We can't forget, guys.
I was gonna say, like, how does it feel to be in a different country and being able to celebrate this kind of occasion? How does it feel for you? Because there must be a difference between celebrating it at home and celebrating it here.
It's funny enough because I came to Europe when I was still in my 20s.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was really young, but to me it's very important to celebrate our culture. As a
Okay.
result, I made sure that both my kids can speak Xhosa fluently.
Yeah.
I don't compromise with that because our culture is very important to us.
Yeah.
And not to be out of touch with our people.
True.
So for me, attending events like this, it's not just about me. It's about introducing my kids to the culture.
Yes.
So when they go home, they don't get lost
Okay.
and don't understand what's up.
Thank you very much. Well, it is June 16, Youth Day celebration. We're out here in Southeast. Thank you very much, guys. You need to make sure that you don't forget the past. Don't be shy to celebrate the past because it builds your future.
Exactly.
We're out here finding the signal.
They
So
have to
beautiful.
know where we came from.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's very
we didn't
important.
we didn't just appear in Europe.
Yeah.
No.
We come from somewhere.
Yes.
That's true. Now let's go in there and find the signal, yeah?
That's it.
Let's do it.
We woke up like this.
We woke up like this.
Amen.
Now I'm going to ask you simple, bro. What's the word of the day, man?
To be honest, it's if you're a shark,
Yeah.
you're a shark.
Yeah.
But if you decide to grow wings, then
Yeah.
you decide to grow wings. But to be honest,
Word of the day, bro. What's the word of the day, bro?
what?
What can you say to the people? Any word of the day.
Just be yourself.
Just be yourself. That's the word of the day. And I've got Oscar over here. His name is Oscar. His name is Oscar. Come here. What's the word of the day, Mama? What's the word of the day, Oscar?
Go to bed and sleep.
Go to bed and sleep. That's the word of the day. Let's go over there. Let's wrap it up, man. How you doing, guys? Sorry to disturb you. I don't know if you guys are camera shy or what. I just want to ask today, what's the word of the day, man?
Gratitude.
Gratitude, word of the day. Brother, just give me one word. What's the word of the day?
Amazing, bro.
Amazing, that's the word of the day. Bro, what's the word of the day, bro?
Stay humble and your blessings will elevate.
Stay humble, that's true. My bro, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Is it coming home? Is it coming home?
It's coming home.
What's the word of the day, bro?
It's coming home.
It's coming home. Brother, how you doing, man? I'm good, man. We just want to ask you, what's the word of the day today?
Today it was a nice day.
Yeah.
We are having South African music in the house.
Yes.
So everything is amazing.
Everything is amazing. That's the word of the day. Let me come here. My sister's selling some nice stuff here. I'm going to ask you today, what's the word of the day? What's the advice of the day?
Advice of the day?
Yes.
Oh, it's a divorce day.
Divorce day. Oh, look who we got here. Hey, how you doing? What's the word of the day? What's the word of the day?
Oh, no.
Be yourself.
Let me not say what I was going to say.
Say what you gotta say.
No, it's okay.
What's the word of the day today?
I'll say something cute.
Yeah.
Togetherness.
Togetherness, yes. My sister, how you doing? I got you. What's the word of the day today?
Word of the day is love.
Love, yes, indeed. Let me go here. Guys, how you doing? I just want to know, man, what's the word of the day today?
The word of the day, we're having fun.
Yeah.
It's summer.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Summer, yes. Machi, what's the word of the day, man?
Well, that is what it is. We're just having a good time. Just living life.
Good life, living life. I love it. Let's go in. Oh. Ay, wait. Ay,
So I'm Neo Mudupo Muepi. I'm from Rustenburg in South Africa, the Northwest.
Yeah. So this is Neo. Neo is telling me about June 16, Youth Day celebration. But I want you to tell me about your experience as to how it was for you. Because obviously you, the OG, you were there. You saw most of the stuff. I think you told me you were like 4 years old. So what is it that you remember about June 16?
So I remember one name that stand out for me was Tsietsi Mashinini.
Okay.
It stand out for me for the June 16, and it happened in Gauteng, and we are away from Gauteng, but we heard about all these things.
Okay.
So it's Tsietsi Mashinini, the guys who fought for our freedom as a young people.
As young people, okay.
You know that time.
Yeah.
And that's the memory I have. I have this name about Tsietsi Mashinini.
Yeah.
And
what about the police coming into the house and crashing into doors? Do you have any memory of those kind of things?
So I have a memory of my dad owning a dompas and having to be outside only when you had a dompas.
Yeah.
And a dompas means...
What's a dompas, by
the way? A dompas
means
a stupid person's passport, whatever you were, kind of identity.
Yeah.
So you were identified as a dumb person
Dumb means
because you
stupid,
were black.
That means stupid.
Stupid
dumb.
Because you were just black. So that's the reason I know that. And also I know that I only crossed over the road.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in Rustenburg, where it was Bophuthatswana, the other side of the road, and it was the South Africa, the other side of the road, which was the white people, and we were the blacks.
Black people, yeah.
So I went to the black only people's school.
Yeah.
And the only time I went, is when I went to buy something.
You okay?
To the white people's shops.
Yeah. Hello. We are joined here. Interruption. I like that. That's really good.
And also my mom worked for a Greek family that lived in the white people side where my mom worked, and in the kitchens, we called them kitchens those days.
Yeah.
Kwedi kitchening. So that's where my mom worked, and we were able to, the Greek were more accepting than the other people.
Race, yeah.
The other race, white race, but what I remember is that we used to go to the only time I would cross over the other road is when we went to see my mom at work, or when we went to buy groceries and meet in the white people's shops.
Yeah. That must have been traumatizing to go through that experience. But here we are today.
It was a trauma until when we had the... I remember at my school, they were talking about the Mandela, and from when I was growing up as a little girl, I knew Mandela as a monster.
Is it?
Only to know that Mandela was a liberator.
Oh, right. Was it because they were coming in looking for Mandela, so you didn't know who's this character? Why was it?
It was chaos all over South Africa. I remember the youth all over South Africa. It was not only affecting Soweto. It was affecting the whole of South Africa.
I would say this day signify the change in our community and black people as a whole in South Africa, because given the history of where we're coming from as people, growing up in apartheid time, and the Youth Day is a big symbol for those who sacrifice their life, because people died because of our freedom, and to give us that freedom of where we are today, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, you know. So it's a very, very big, significant day. Again, it's important for us because it's more like ancestral, our ancestors, because those people who died for us, there are people who were paving the way for the youth and for just our community as a whole, and our black nation as a whole in South Africa. So it was a big change because of that particular day of June 16. It was the beginning of something big.
Amazing.
Yes.
I love that. Now, because we're in the UK, I mean, what's the difference with the way that June 16 affects the children from South Africa that have grown up here? What do you see that's different about the children that are growing up here? Do they recognize this?
I will say in generally it depends on the family where they're growing up in. But in generally, it's very important for us as, I will say, adult or people with families to teach our kids on our background and where we're coming from as people. Because history is what makes us who we are today. So we couldn't just be Tammy today without the history where I'm coming from and the past where that make me who I am today. So so we have to pass on the knowledge, the culture, and just the background of who we are. The language is very important because that's how we communicate as people. Again, being in England does not mean that we should forget who we are and where we're coming from. So I make sure that I represent wherever I go.
And that you do. But Tammy, thank you so much for coming to share your wise words with us. We so appreciate you, and thank you so much for everything.
I appreciate you guys and keep up the good work. And you do amazing job. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's yours truly, MDK. Mr. I woke up like this. I'm chilling with the legends of the game right here. These are my elders now. I'm gonna have to behave today. All right. What does June 16 mean to you?
June 16 for me, it means the beginning of the change. As the youth of 1976, they were fighting for a change. Fighting for their rights.
Okay.
So, and that is what is significant for me. It's a continuation of change.
Is there any experiences or any traumas that you still remember back in the days when you were young? Is there any education that you can maybe educate us as to those who were not there? What did you go through?
Because I was in the rural part of South Africa, there was not much action that was happening. But I remember when I was in Pretoria, and then going to visit my sister, and then I came back at night. And because it was after 10, I was then met with the police, and then they arrested me just for walking on the street at night.
Wow. So you guys used to get arrested just for walking?
Yes.
On the streets?
Yes.
Wow. This is trauma. This is trauma for you guys. But we are here and we want to say thank you guys thank you for actually paving the way for us to be free. Look at us today. We're doing things like the podcast and we're playing music and we're buying some meat here. But I can see you're wearing a top here. It says Men's Guild SA. What is Men's Guild?
Men's Guild is the men of South Africa that are in the diaspora that we encouraging every man to come together.
Yes.
And because if we have a platform where we can speak, where we can share ideas, and then we can be productive. As South African men, we grew up with the idea of being the consumers, not contributors.
Okay.
So as the South African men, we are gathering to be the contributors, not the consumers.
Okay. Thank you very much. I couldn't have said it better. United we stand, divided we fall. These are the gentlemen of Men's Guild. I'll ask you, sir, please introduce yourself just to know who you are.
Yes, my name is Tabang Mpiti.
Tabang Mpiti. What role do you play in Men's Guild?
I'm just one of the members.
Of the members, okay.
Yeah. But what I would like to comment is about the youth and significance of this day, June 16.
True.
This commemoration is to keep the awareness alive for the youth to know that we are not yet there. The struggle still goes on.
True.
We haven't reached some of the goals, if not all of them. South Africa, if you know our economic situation back home, I can say we are still where we were during apartheid, which is so painful.
True.
The gap between the poor and the rich
is still there.
Yes, it's even getting worse. It's getting worse. So what is the way forward? So this day is to make the youth to still remember that the struggle still goes on. They still need to soldier on and fight for our rights.
Thank you very much. Mr. Gasti, on your side, in short, because I know me and you have spoken so many times, just in short sentence, why is it important to celebrate June 16?
As Mr. PT has already said, the reason to celebrate these days is to remind our kids that we have to take South Africa somewhere. And without youth, the country is doomed.
That's true.
So, as Men's Guild, our main purpose is to have people like you, to impart that information to them so that they can teach the coming youth because of the wisdom is from this gentleman. And for wisdom to be parted to other youth, it's better in the sense that in the next 10 years, coming 10 years, you'll be able to say that I once had this guy, Mr. Mpiti, Mr. Mutweni, who taught me about the significance of being a South African and the way and the time in which our parents fought for the liberation of the black people in South Africa. Lastly, I would like to say we are getting old, and we need people like you to come and take this MKSA forward. Myself and Mr. Mutweni, we have started this. Guys like KBs, guys like Mr. Mwabi, we have started this Men's Guild. It was just a foundation. However, we need the fresh blood that will take this organization somewhere, and to say that we are taking the front seat as men of South Africa.